Yo, welcome. It's your boy Reg.
And this is Natalie.
It's our new podcast, Can I Live? Coming straight to you, the viewers, the listeners. Peep out shit.
This is our first podcast, and we're just going to be giving our opinion about things that we see everywhere, things on the media, things on the news, or everyday things that are going on around us. Just giving our straight opinion, being real with everything.
It's giving our thoughts, our open opinions, with everyday media, rap, all that.
Whether you like it or not.
Big facts.
And for today, we're going to just start talking about relationships. Kind of just different topics that we've been hearing about with relationships.
All right, cool. Let's get into it.
Kind of like the first thing. Can you have friends of the opposite sex? Can guys and girls be friends, guys?
Okay.
What do you think, Reg?
Guys and girls can't be friends.
Okay.
That's just my.
But you see, but here's the thing: how can you say guys and girls can't be friends, but you have female friends, don't you? I have male friends. How can you say that, but then have female friends? That doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna explain it to you. And remember, this is my opinion. It's just my thoughts, right? So yeah, I got female friends that I have, but it's different.
How is that different?
It's
How
different.
can you say the statement guys and girls can't be friends, but then have female friends?
Because thank you for asking that. But there's levels to it. It's definitely levels to it. I'm gonna tell you how. So the female friends that I got is like, I don't see them on that level as a friend. They're more of a like, yo, that's like that's a sister, that's someone,
So
almost like a confidant. Like y'all could look to them to ask them stuff, someone to look towards, So it's not like we're friends. I see it more than just a friendship. It's like a person that is gonna be in my life, not just like a standard friend.
Because there's a lot of people that what happens in the situation where you have some sort of physical attraction to that friend. Is it really a friend?
That's why I feel like guys and girls can't be friends. Like you can't, if you got a friend, right? And if they say, nah, we don't got that type of shit, the longer you around someone, the longer you two would develop a relationship. Even on a friendship level, it goes more than that, because you're gonna be friends with a person, you're gonna be fond of that person. The closer a person is to someone else, they're gonna grow something towards that person. That's just natural. That's what I feel. So it's like eventually they're gonna have thoughts like, yo, this person is really cool, we vibe. I could see myself with this person because you're friends with them, and it's the opposite sex. They will attract. That's just natural. That's how I feel.
So what if sis all of a sudden you don't feel like that sis no more? Then what?
Then that guys and girls can't be friends. You can't have that. Then you're gonna start having feelings. Then you're gonna be like, yo, I can't. How am I gonna approach her about it? Yo, I kind of feel her. Then you're gonna have. If you don't say nothing, you're just gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna suppress my feelings now because you're not being honest with yourself and revealing that to that person. That's what I feel.
So what happens in certain relationships where, let's say, like, I completely get exactly what you're saying. I agree to an extent. But what if you do feel, sis, all of a sudden you start feeling a connection with them? Because that does happen, yeah. When you be around somebody all the time and you talk to them 24/7, yeah, you may start clicking with them a little too well.
That's a fact.
Because that's just natural human nature, though.
That's human nature. That's
now, so what happens when you click with somebody and you do have your other half and you do feel that way about that other friend and you let that friend know? Is that almost you being disrespectful in your relationship?
Of course. You 100% being disrespectful in a relationship because you're harboring of feelings for someone else that's not the main squeeze that you dealing with. And the longer you suppress that feeling, the longer those emotions are going to grow. Energy just don't dissipate. They just don't disappear. That shit manifests into something else. So you holding on to that energy and not releasing it either to your partner or to that person that is going with is going to manifest into something else. You might be with a party with her one day and, you drunk and you just going to reveal a bunch of shit. And they're gonna look at you like, yo, this motherfucker's crazy. He's he drunk, and then boom, friendship is kind of awkward. You reveal some shit that you didn't want to reveal, So those type of emotions, those type of feelings, you have to be genuine with them and let them out at the time. And if you can't, let them harbor within yourself.
I feel like if you're gonna have a friend that's of the opposite sex, there definitely has to be a level of of respect.
Definitely. I
There
agree
has to
with that.
be boundaries.
There has to be boundaries.
And if there are no boundaries, then what? But my thing is, for example, what do you think is boundaries?
Boundaries is touchy feely shit. Like friends shouldn't, male and guy friends should not be touching on each other like on some where it's questionable. Like, are they in a relationship? Like, are they a little too close?
Well, what about flirty? Some people get very flirty these days when they in the relationship, because to a lot of people, like what I noticed, like people think that because they're not married, it means technically they're single, which I mean, in a sense, it's almost like you kind of are single, but at the same time, if you have a level of commitment with somebody, flirting around with somebody else who you call your friend, that's not respectful of your relationship in a sense.
That's a fact. That's true. I agree to that. That there's always should be a level of respect to everything if you got a significant other back home. And if you're not representing that in your everyday life outside of that relationship where you're with your friends and stuff, that's a problem. Then like where does the respect start? Where does it stop?
I agree. So what happens in the situation where, what if those friends, do you agree with having them not know each other, your significant other not know your friends?
Because you can't build a relationship without trust. So if you have friends that's unknown to the person you're sleeping with, and that's your main girl, then what are you doing? So when things pop off,
right,
how the hell is that gonna work? What are you gonna say? Oh, this my friend, but I never met her though. Yeah. Oh nah, we've been cool for mad long. I forgot to tell you about her for how long. You know, that's when your girl gonna look at you sideways like, who is this nigga? Like, you got a whole other chick right here, and I never knew about it, but you said you knew her for how long?
What if your girl knows about her but never met her, and you don't talk about your girl to that friend?
If your main girl know about the chick, right, and she's been mentioned already, and you told her everything about her, what's the problem? Well,
sometimes you say, like, people say things about them, but if they never met them, that's like let's say me, for example. I'm the type of person, like, I'm cool with everybody. I'm cool with guys and girls. I have I know a lot of people, but my man will always know all my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that. Like, you gonna always know my friends. But that's what I think makes people comfortable, when you know the friend, because there's no room for jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never gonna be jealous of nobody because you know everybody, and I let you know everything. So no, you will never be jealous of nothing. That's how I feel about situations like that. But then in some relationships, some people will be like, yeah, I already told my girl a little bit about her, but I ain't gonna really, like, I'm never gonna put them around each other. They ain't never gonna know about each other. Shit like that. That's when shit get complicated, because you open the door to jealousy. You opens that door by doing that, by hiding things. That's how I feel about it.
I don't see as it hiding things. I feel like if it comes to that where jealousy starts creeping in, that's an insecurity type of thing. And that's just my opinion. If a girl, you told her about another chick and there's nothing going on, but the girl wants to know her or just want to, whatever the situation is, and is like, it's weird because I don't think everyone should meet. Like, if you know about the person, why you gotta meet them for? What's the big deal? Or if they do want to meet, how, like, that shit just is weird.
No, I get you with that, but I mean, no, I get you. I do get that. I mean, some situations may be where maybe people don't need to always meet, but there should always be some form of level of respect where nobody should be able to question anything.
No, that's
everything should always be on the table, so that way there is no room for anybody to feel any type of way, because I'm telling you everything. I'm letting you know everything. I didn't just tell you something like 5 months ago and then 5 months flew by and you don't know nothing. Like, you're going to always know what's up, because I never want you to feel away.
That's true.
And I feel like that should always be in a relationship. So that way there is no room for jealousy. There is no room for questions, because we all know men don't like to be questioned a lot.
I mean, certain men don't like to be questioned.
Certain men don't like to be questioned, but I feel like, I almost feel like it's kind of just a man thing that they don't want to always be questioned, which is fine, because that sometimes you don't want to always have somebody questioning you about something. That's fine, but you just gotta know. You gotta make sure that I know what's going on. Like, don't hide shit. That's how it should always be. Don't hide nothing. Because you can't say guys and girls can't be friends. But then dudes have female friends though. I mean, everybody's allowed to have friends. You can't say no
Right?
because
It's just
everybody's
levels to
kind of
it. There's
entitled to have
levels
a
to
friend.
it. It's just like you said.
Yeah.
Respect should be the minimum to
Yeah,
everything.
I definitely agree.
Respect should
There
always
should
be the
always be
minimum.
respect. Always, always, always.
Right. Once you cross that line,
Yeah.
then you entering a territory that's, I mean, kind of disrespectful to everything. And what is your relationship gonna stand on
I
if the
agree.
respect is on? Feel me?
And they gotta be them boundaries.
I feel you.
And I feel like once you start having some form of attraction to that other person, I mean, that gotta go. Because if you really want to be with somebody, but then you have this attraction to somebody else, you're kind of disrespecting your relationship in the highest form, because you know within yourself that you have an attraction to that other person.
Big
And
facts.
you know that you want to secretly be with that person. Even for the people that have told the other person that I wish you were mine type stuff. Like, at the end of the day, that's all disrespect. As long as none of that disrespect occurs, then by all means, I think people should definitely have friends. Because it shouldn't matter if it's a guy or girl. People connect with who they connect with.
Yeah.
You know, people can open up to whoever they can open up to. That's
As
just
long
how
as the
life
respect
is. As
is
long as the
there,
respect is there,
that's
then
where
it shouldn't
should
matter at
start.
that
That's where it
point.
should stop.
Yeah,
Respect.
because I have friends throughout the years. I'm pretty sure you have friends throughout the years. We've had friends, I think, like, you even have friends that you know for like, what, 16, 17 years?
That's a big fact.
Yeah, and, you know, it could be a guy or girl. It don't matter. Just, there should always be respect. Always, 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 always.
Okay.
And
that
then
was good.
kind of the next topic that kind of rolls into that, since
Mhm.
we're talking about respect, are conversations with exes okay?
That is a big no. What are you talking to your ex for? Like, what we doing? What are we doing? What is you talking to? What do you got to talk to your ex about? I mean, like, really?
No, I agree. I definitely think conversations with exes aren't okay. I do have a slight opinion about it though,
That shit
because
is
there
dumb.
are.
That shit is a dub.
Yeah, it is a dub. I'm not gonna front though. Like, I feel like sometimes in life there are people though who have been exes and have been able to make friendships out of it though.
I mean,
And
the
although
relationship didn't work.
it didn't work, and it honestly, there are some people who it didn't work out, but they were honestly better off as friends. Like, their connection was better as friends.
Once
And
you
that
fuck
really
your friend,
happens, though.
shit never the same. Like,
No.
once you go, that is shit is not the same anymore. It's definitely not the same anymore. I would not want to be with a chick and her ex and her went their separate ways, and they was like, yo, she told me like, yo, you know, we should have just been friends. It would have been better like that, but we still cool. What? I mean, y'all smashed, y'all did y'all thing, but nah. What you mean? They ain't no. What is
I
there to
get
talk
you,
about?
but I don't know. I mean, there
I
are some
can't be with a
people
chick
who
like
can
that.
do it though.
Nah. No, shout out to the people that can. That's what's up.
Yeah.
But I ain't reached that level yet.
Well,
Sorry.
I know. I mean, you would definitely ain't gonna be talking to no exes. I know that.
That's a
But
fact. Why
I
am I
mean,
talking?
but that's because
that happened
we
already. It's
have a
past tense.
mutual respect on that level for that. But there are some people who just don't. Some people just have friends with their exes. Like, there's just people who do that.
I feel like that shit turns out to be friends with benefits eventually. If shit
It
goes
could,
left.
but that that goes along with anybody, whether they your ex or not. Anybody you
That's a
smashed
fact.
before, you gonna want to smash them again because I already know what it feel like, and I already know I liked it. So yeah, there's gonna be people that are gonna want to go back to that.
That's a fact.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah, that's true.
The next thing, double standards. What do you think about double standards? Because I hate double standards.
I mean, everyone would hate double standards because it's mostly against them.
Yeah, but it's mostly females that are gonna hate double standards because
Right.
y'all don't care. Y'all just have a lot of mouth when it
What?
comes to that.
I mean, we don't care. This is like there's things I have to care about. Like women should get equal pay, in all aspects of the fields of work and stuff like that. I agree to that. But there are double standards in the world of
And
today
what double standards do you feel as though are okay to you?
that are okay.
Spotlight on you right now,
Facts.
Reggie Rose. Spotlight on you. What double standards right now do you feel are okay?
I mean, double standards
Yeah.
in the sense of I don't.
Exactly, because double standards are not okay. That's the point.
I mean,
Double standards are
got me
never
there.
okay.
I guess you got me
That's
there.
like when men
But
think that they can do certain things and women can't do them. That's messed up. It's just no. If you can do this, I can do this too. That's like if men want to flirt around with women, the women can flirt around with men too. Why? Because it's only fair. That's how life
That's what I'm
goes.
saying. But here's the thing with the double standards
Yes.
with that, right? The flirting thing, cool, I got you. But a female cannot go fuck 50 dudes.
Now, here's the thing with that too. Here's my opinion. Now, I'm not condoning hoism or anything like that, but what I can say is you can't just automatically call a woman a hoe just because she's sleeping with someone who's not her man. There are many men who like to call women hoes just because they slept with somebody who wasn't their man. What does that matter just because it's not her man? If they're single and there's somebody that they like and they click with and they want to fuck around
But there
with,
go
they
the
should
double
be allowed
standards.
to do
Every
that
dude,
though.
most guys want to marry someone that's wholesome, marry with someone like honestly reminds them of their mom in the aspects of taking care of them, not in like some little kid way, but like catering to her man. And most women nowadays, we in a whole life society as of now, and hoes is winning, and they not viewing themselves like that right now.
Yeah,
Look at
but
the way
what
women are carrying themselves, because we got other people that's out there showcasing how women are acting towards today, and that shit is crazy.
But what does hoism have to do with catering to their man? That has nothing to do with
A
anything.
hoe's not
Taking
not
care of your
catering to their
man is your character. If you want to take care of your man, that has nothing to do with when you're single and you want to sleep with someone because you like sleeping with them. That has nothing to do with that. When you're in a relationship, you treat your man the way you should be treating your man. You cater your man. You do everything you're supposed to do for your man. You're always supposed to do that when you're in a relationship. But if you're single and you ain't got no man, but I'm not talking about the women that sleep with like freaking 15 dudes in a month. Like, I'm not talking about women like that. I'm talking about women that just like to sleep. There's a guy they want, and they like him. They don't want no relationship with him, but they want to sleep around with him. I don't find a dude's
gonna know a block away, vice versa, right?
Yeah.
But why would a dude gonna wife a chick that's a hoe? He not gonna do that. He gonna fuck around, lead you on, play the games. It's gonna be just like a fucking music song and shit, and boom, that's it. Like,
what
you're
about
not
those
a dude
guys
not
that
marrying.
actually wife hoes?
I mean, shout out to them. They doing that, but they fucking shit up, and that's why hoes is winning now.
It's unfortunate though, but I mean,
it is unfortunate because you got a lot of good girls that's not opening their legs, not doing all this shit, and it's wholesome, and they clearly getting overshadowed in today's society of busted open for a real nigga, to say the least.
Yeah, I guess I feel you on that. But so, what do you feel about hoe friends?
Hoe friends, every person got them. That's
men
a fact.
And women.
Men
don't just say women.
I mean,
I know,
I said,
just before you say it, men and women both
them.
have hoe friends, because there are many men who have hoe male friends. Okay, and the problem with hoe male friends,
it's even worse for females though. Y'all literally like, yo, you fuck that nigga.
Oh let me tell you something.
Girl.
No, what is you doing right now, sir? Anyways, the point is, when a male, let's say you in a relationship and you a male, right? And you want to be in a committed relationship. If you have whole male friends taking you out, taking you to other women to flirt with them and do a bunch of shit, putting you in situations that you know damn straight your girl is not going to be happy about, but you still do it anyway because your whole friend let you do it. That's disrespectful to your relationship because you allow this to happen all the time. You put yourself in these situations, okay? That's the problem.
Listen.
So the problem is with males is that they love to think whole friends are just like females that always have some whole friend around them. Males have them too, okay? Males have them too.
But check it out. A man's gonna have to learn how to move in a room full of vultures. That's just a fact. If you got a male friend and he over here bring around the hoes, that's not a problem. What's the problem? You got to know how to act accordingly. If you got respect for your relationship, you doing your thing, you could be in a room full of hoes that's ready to suck your cock, go down on a nigga crazy, and you know how to act. Nah, I'm good, fam. Hold it down. I see you. Big fact. Like, you don't know how to maneuver without disrespecting your relationship, even though your friends are putting you around that. Where a female shit just go left. You could be in a room and females like, yo, I'm about to suck this nigga dick, and you with her. Now you over here in the room, your friend in the next room. That shit just wild. Like, nah. Females, they got whole friends that's just wild crazy.
So
way worse than what a dude would have a whole
no. It's not way worse. It's the same thing, sir.
Nah.
It is the same damn thing.
It's not
okay?
the same.
Yes, it is. Because you know what it is? Women have more control. That's the problem. Men think with what they got right down there. And men don't think straight when they're in a room full of hoes. They just don't.
If
they just
your man
don't.
know
And
how
even
to act
if
accordingly, he will.
but
That's a
if your
fact.
man, okay, here's the problem. Some men think that because they don't sleep with somebody, that they're straight. So you flirting with them, taking their numbers, taking their social media so you can contact them later on. That's still not acting accordingly. It's not
Okay.
just about you fucking them, though. That's the thing.
I
Yeah, you see? There you go.
That's
Because
not.
that's what I'm saying. And that kind of goes into the whole double standard right there. You see? So it's like with males, you could be in a room full of hoes, but because you claim you don't fuck them, everything else is
Oh,
okay to
God.
do. But when it comes to a woman, you're automatically a hoe for anything that you did.
That's a
You don't
fact.
even
That's a
always
fact.
gotta open
That's a
your
fact.
legs.
That's a fact.
This nigga can ask you for your number.
That nigga you're not supposed to give it up.
And you're not supposed to give it up. But your man will be in a room full of hoes and grab any number of any attractive female that he sees.
You see, but the thing
That's
is,
a double standard,
that is
and
a
that's
double
messed
standard.
up. That's messed up, though. That is.
But that's the reality we're in. Yo,
That's
if your
no,
man know how to
that's
act
stupid.
accordingly, he will act
But
accordingly.
if your man is taking girls' numbers, that's not acting accordingly, Reginald.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not.
Belle réponse. Beautiful
I'm just
response.
saying, how is a woman being disrespectful to you for taking another man's number, but you're not being disrespectful by taking another woman's number?
Then you're saying that's a
That's
double standard.
disrespectful.
A man could be way more trusted than a woman can. That's a
How?
fact. That's a fact.
You
Women
bagged
have
the
this
number,
nature.
the woman didn't. How is that
Women
even?
just have this nature. Like you
No.
said, a woman could cheat way better than a man can. 10
Of
times.
course. Oh, hell yeah. I definitely believe that. At the end of the day, if a woman does go to the point of cheating, I definitely think she could cheat better than a man
That's what
can.
I'm
Because
saying.
a woman
Y'all
won't
could
get
do it
caught.
so well
A
that
woman's
a
not
dude would never
dumb.
know.
But that's because men are dumb sometimes.
this-
That's the problem. Y'all are just dumb. Women are not that dumb. We are not messy women.
Oh God.
We know how to do certain things and not get caught. That's
Finesse.
just that. If you want to call it finesse, we call it finesse. But women are not dumb. That's the problem. Y'all men are very dumb, and y'all men are very messy.
Both messy. That's how I feel.
Okay. What about cheating? Do you think that if a person cheats, they're always a cheater?
Once a cheater, always a cheater. That's a fact.
But there are people who really have cheated in life and then eventually, like,
I can't
after
do it.
years, sometimes with
I
years
can't
down
do
the
it.
line, they do change though, Reg.
I
They
can't do
really
it.
do.
I can't. You once you cheat with a person, you automatically broken that bond, that connection you have with the person. Now, unless you reach a level of maturity, you're gonna always think like, oh, what is this person doing? What is going on behind my back? You're never really gonna know. So I feel like once you break that bond, that trust, it's hard to go back, and that's most relationships, they fail from that. Once a person
That
cheats,
could
because how
be
could
true,
you? It's
but
hard to reseal that.
What about people who have cheated in the past and then they go into a new relationship? Do you think that they could not be a cheater in a new relationship? Because some people could grow from it. Some people could have learned that this was wrong, and now I really want this other woman, and I'm gonna make sure I make it work. Some people can change.
They could change, but that shit will still haunt them and the person that they with when they hear about it. Because if they truthful, like, yeah, I cheated before, you gonna think about that. But that could also fall into insecurity as well. Are you insecure that person cheated before and could possibly do to you? If you don't have that insecurity, then you're gonna have a good relationship if you got a strong person next to you. But if you don't, it's gonna plague your mind.
Well, what is cheating to you?
Is
cheating only sleeping with somebody though?
Cheating is penetration. That is cheating.
That is not the only form of cheating,
penetration. If you
Reginald.
penetrated someone else, because sex it's emotions, it's energy that you're transferring into your partner, that you're giving them satisfaction. Once you break that and you giving it to someone else, and that shit is broken, that shit is done, it's affected. That's how some people women got that innate that instinct that they could literally feel like, okay, I could feel something is wrong. It's energy.
Do
It's
you believe
energy.
in a woman's instinct?
That's a fact. They have natural abilities of instinct that they can feel. They have very high sense
Right.
of emotion. I can
So
feel that.
why do when women tell their men about their gut instinct, why do men always try to steer them the other way and tell them things like it's all in their head type shit?
I mean, that's just
Is that a manipulating kind
it's
of
a form of
tactic?
manipulating. I truly believe that. That's definitely a form. If a dude is saying that, but there's always a reason behind that. Then that
But
those two people
manipulation
should
is still
come together.
manipulation.
I mean, it's a form.
Yeah.
It's a form. That's a fact. But
Yeah.
those two got to come together and talk about that more deeply.
Do you feel like phone sex is a form of cheating?
Phone sex, like I said, cheating is penetration.
So what is phone sex?
Phone sex is what?
It's still sex, isn't it?
No, it's not
It's
sex.
called phone sex.
I mean, that's a they put the title on that. You know what I'm saying?
But it's still sex.
That's a title. That's you
So
put
if
title
you
on
seen,
anything.
let's say you have a homegirl and you're having phone sex. Oh, I can't use phone sex. So let's say it's a video chat and you've seen her pussy already. Is that not cheating, Reginald?
That's not cheating. I'm gonna tell you what it is, though.
No.
I'm
If you've seen this
I'm gonna
bitch's
tell you what
pussy,
it is.
you are cheating.
If a girl, you with a dude and another shorty went through and fucking, you seen the vagina, whatever, that's disrespectful to the relationship. That's what it is. Then that's bad. But that's not cheating. Cheating, in my opinion, it's my thoughts, is penetration. That's cheating. If a dude fuck another girl, that's cheating, straight up. Anything else, flirting, phone sex, whatever you want to call it, highly disrespectful to the
Do
relationship.
you think it's acceptable though?
Hell no. And it should not be.
Do you feel like a woman should stay with a man that does those
They
things?
should have deep conversations on how the relationship is going to maneuver moving forward.
What if
Because
the
if a
men
man is
deny it,
continue
though?
doing that, that's a problem.
What if men deny it though? You know, men
If a
always
man deny
everything.
it and she got proof of actual evidence, that's an ain't shit nigga. Straight up.
I agree. I believe those dudes are just
And there's
they
a
ain't
lot
shit.
of ain't shit niggas
Yeah,
and bad bitches with a bunch of ain't shit niggas.
that's true.
Why they still with them niggas?
I agree. That's true.
Big facts. All right, guys, that was our first podcast. Cannot Live. Definitely comment, tell us all about it, what you think, all that.
Hopefully, if you guys think of any other topics with relationships that we could talk about, we'll be happy to read them so that way we can make some more episodes and talk about those topics as well.
Facts.
So thank you everybody for listening. It's been real.
It's been real. Hit us up, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
Bye.
Peace.